Wagwan people, it's Craig Mitch. Welcome back to another video here on Craig Mitch Reacts, man. And today, this one's painful. This one is painful. I won't even cap, right? Let's look at it right here. Arsenal FC, the Gunners. Now, people that know me and have been following me know I'm a Spurs fan. So this is a painful video to make. But it's the harsh reality, man. Arsenal are going to win the Premier League. Arsenal are going to win the Premier League. It's been 20 years, 2 decades, since they last won the Premier League. It's been a longer time since Spurs have won the top flight, but Arsenal, 20 years since they won the Premier League, and they've held corn from the other big clubs. You know, Chelsea have won it, Man United have won it, Man City have won it, even Liverpool have been winning it in recent years. But it looks like Arsenal's time has come because as you can see here, right, their last 7 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games, they have won without conceding a goal. 7 wins, 7 clean sheets consecutively, right? And that is all because of 3 main factors. They beat Burnley today 2-0. I didn't see the game. From what I know, it was a comfortable win. And the 3 main factors are right here. 1, 2, and 3. Gabriel, Saliba, and David Raya. You see these 3 here. Calafiori is good. Timber is good. But you see these 3 players here. Not only is it hard to beat Arsenal, it is hard to score against them. Let's look at the Premier League table. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Let's look at the Premier League table. Top of the table, 10 games played, 8 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss to Liverpool, right? 25 points. They are 7 points clear of the nearest challenger at this point in time, and that is Bournemouth. Bournemouth are only known for their nice beaches, nothing else. The Cherries are the closest thing to them. I can't believe this right now. 15 goal difference. Look at everyone else. No one else is in double figures. Where are Liverpool? Liverpool just won their game. Okay, cool. So they're up to 3rd. We are 4th. And don't get me started on Spurs. I do not know how we are 4th. Okay, because we have been terrible. Our home form is atrocious. Okay, and I don't want to make this a Spurs video because that match I just saw against Chelsea was criminal. But this is about our rivals, our bitter, fierce rivals, Arsenal, and the fact that they are going to win the Premier League. And I know when they signed Eze, they were like, oh, we're going to win the league. We got Eze. We signed Gokares. We finally got a striker. It's not even about them two because they've hardly contributed. It is about the 3 players I have highlighted. Gabriel, Saliba, and David Raya. Fort Knox. Impenetrable. Impregnable. This defense can't be messed with. And the only way us rival fans have a prayer is if all 3 of them get injured. Maybe even 2 of them. But if one of them get injured, they're still going to be on course as far as I'm concerned. Because they are crazy tight. They ain't letting anything go. If them man were taking out a girl on a date, she's getting nothing. Not even a cup of water. They are tight. They don't let anything slide. Anything. And the scariest thing about this is they can compete on all fronts they can compete on. Now, I'm not saying they're going to win a treble. That's too far. I'm not saying they're going to, but they're capable of winning a double because you can't score against them. Now, obviously, they're going to rotate, players for other competitions. They're going to prioritize the Premier League because they haven't won that in ages, right? And I think the Champions League is going to be a big focus for them as well. But even in the Champions League, they're scary. Bayern Munich's scary. Real Madrid are always scary in the Champions League because they pretty much own that competition. But in the Premier League, Arsenal are going to win this. And to be honest, I know it's early days, but I think they're going to win it comfortably. Yes, Liverpool got a good win against Aston Villa today. The last time I checked, I was watching the game. Let me just make sure. I left it at about the 86th minute. Let me just make sure they got the job done. They did 2-0. Cool. All gravy. So yeah, Liverpool got a win today and they're up to third. But Liverpool is still 7 points behind. That means Arsenal need to lose 2 games and draw 1. And Liverpool can't drop any more points. It's a big gap. It's a big gap already. Now, obviously, Christmas will give us a better idea. And Arsenal have been in these positions before. Not this far ahead, but I remember there was that season 2-3 seasons ago where they spent like something like 300 days at the top of the Premier League, which was like a record, and they blew it. I remember when they were in contention for top 4 and they blew it. So Arteta, some people have been putting this little bottle tag on him, and I haven't been 100% convinced with Arteta. But I'm not going to lie, with the squad they got now, with their defence, and they are still scoring goals, they look the most complete outfit in the Premier League. And what I will say is, every single fan, and I ain't just talking about rival fans, I ain't talking about Spurs fans, I ain't talking about Man United fans, because those are the 2 fan bases that hate Arsenal the most, okay? I'm not even talking about Chelsea or Liverpool, who are, Liverpool are going to try and compete with. I'm not even talking about you lot. Every other football club in the league needs to prepare itself, because the way these lot are going to celebrate, you need to understand, all right? They haven't had a parade in ages. They don't even know what a parade is anymore. That last FA Cup they won during COVID, the COVID FA Cup, where there was no fans, there was no parade. I think their last parade was like 2015. I think it was like a decade ago. They don't know what it feels like for a decade to taste a flipping parade. I was at one just the other day in North London. And you can say what you want about, it's the Europa League. I know some of them like to do this one. We were overqualified. I don't care. All right. There were mad people in Tottenham for that parade. It reminded me how big our fan base is. It was a joyous occasion. Beautiful day. You should have saw me. I wore the Spurs scarf for 5 days straight. I was getting spots on my forehead because I wouldn't take that scarf off. That's how much that parade and that occasion meant to me. And they might do that they will do that with the Premier League. You're going to see all of the fake Arsenal fans creep out of the cracks. You know, the ones that are only there when they're winning, when it looks like they're going to win something. You know, when you see a couple of those girls, that don't watch football start popping up with the Arsenal shirts on, acting like they've been watching every game, can't name 7 players in the squad. They're coming out of nowhere. You know, your Arsenal brethren that said, I was done with Arsenal when Arsene Wenger left. He's coming back for this parade. Jack Wilshere is manager of Luton Town. He's going to come back for the parade. He might even jump on the mic again. This is serious, people. It's scary times. We need an intervention. God needs to intervene. But what I will say is this, as a rival fan, if they do win the Premier League, I'll hold my hands up. I'm not a hater. I hate them, but I'm not a hater. I will congratulate my Arsenal friends. Not all the fans, but my brethren that I know. I'll say fair play. Fair play. Because at times Arteta could have got kicked out the building. He was looking fraudulent. He was looking funny in the light. Diet Pep, we called him. Jet grey hair, we called him. We mocked him for his Amazon shouting, screaming, his tactical boards, everything. We mocked him. And he might get the last laugh. He might get the last laugh. And this is his first proper job, remember. He's going into his 6.5 seasons next year? He's only got 1 piece of silverware, and that was with Unai Emery's squad. And now it looks like he's going to actually win the Premier League with a squad he constructed. If he does it, you have to just tip your hat off to him. I'll do it reluctantly. But it looks like Arsenal may win the league, man. And it's early days, but I'm calling it. They're too solid. Front to back. It's dangerous, man. It's dangerous. So we all have to prepare ourselves for this. I'm thinking of places I can already visit May next year. I'm thinking maybe Brazil. I ain't been there before. Or somewhere where there aren't a lot of Arsenal fans, like the Philippines or maybe South Korea, maybe. I always wanted to go to South Korea. Somewhere, I will be there for a couple weeks. Social media blackout, touching grass, because it's happening. But Arsenal are on smoke right now. And Liverpool, I'm sorry, man, you dropped too much points. Even if you get your act together, Isak, all of them, I think you've just dropped way too many points too soon. You're not looking like a secure outfit. I know Wirtz could get going. I know Isak could get going. But the problem is Arsenal are just pushing teams to the side. Like this mic, just, you know what I'm saying? It's just get out of the way. Move. Anytime someone goes in, move. They're not having a bar, bro. They are not having a bar. And I think that is playing into why. And the Spurs fans don't want to admit it, right? Yes, we got a terrible home form. Yes, a lot of people are questioning Thomas Frank's football. But I think that's why people are having less patience with what's going on. Every time, you know, our rivals are doing well and things are not going so well for us, it exasperates our problems. When in actual fact, as it stands, we are fourth in the table and undefeated in the Champions League. Yes, the football's terrible. Yes, the players aren't playing well. Yes, Spence and Van der Ven dubbed our own manager after getting booed at full time, which they deserved, by the way, to get booed. But Thomas Frank didn't deserve that treatment. He didn't deserve that treatment. But we need to stop looking at what other people are doing too much and focusing on what we're doing. And when it comes to Arsenal, that's what they're doing. They're focusing on the job at hand. They've been through some serious close calls the last few years. They come second 3 years in a row and they said, listen, we are not leaving here without a Premier League title. And I'm praying it doesn't happen, but it is what it is. The proof is in the pudding. And they're baking that pudding real well. That souffle is coming along nicely. But let's see what happens, man. Hopefully I'm wrong, but this is how I'm calling it from now, man. Do you think Arsenal's going to win the league? Is it too early to call? Am I jumping the gun? Or do we all need to prepare for what is going to be one of the worst social media blitzes from these guys that we've ever seen? Because let me tell you something. They are the worst fans on this internet, on Beyonce's internet. You thought the Bayhive was bad. You thought the flipping Barbs were bad. You thought the Kendrick fans were bad. Wait until you see Arsenal fans after they've won the Premier League, man. It's going to be horrific. But yeah, man, subscribe to the channel. Drop the video a like. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, man. Are they actually going to win the league? Can Liverpool actually catch them? I don't know. They got a good win against, Villa today, but they were at home. Can they catch them? Let me know, man. I want to know what you have to say.